Hey, good evening, good evening. Oh, we are back. We are back. Like, I was gone last Thursday. I missed you guys. I missed you guys. We are back to and here I go, my usual, trying to get it together. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Good evening. Let me make sure I wait till everybody kind of gets flowing. I know last week, me being gone maybe kind of threw some people. But we are back. We are live. Let me make sure this is turned down. Okay, so I can see the comments. We are back. We are live. Hey, somebody popped up. Hey, do me a favor when you get on, give me a shout. Let me know who's on. Um, so I can see. Turn this up. So I can see, hey Ryan, Miss Watson, what's up? First timer. Hey Ryan, how you doing, babe? All right, my screen is a bit dark, and I'm not quite sure why it's so dark, you guys. But black is beautiful, and that is me. All right, it has been a great week. Last week was really great for me. I got a chance to go visit some family and see the new addition into the family in the family. You guys, I don't know why I'm going in and out, light and dark, but I'm here and I hope you guys can see me okay. Yeah, I can see me okay. All right, so I am going to get started. Why? I always go ahead and get started because all the videos will be posted. They're posted on my YouTube channel, on the Real Life Relationship Growth YouTube channel, and they'll be posted here on the Facebook um, channel as well, the Facebook page. They'll always be posted, so you can always go back and view and watch and comment and all that good stuff, even after the live is over. Okay, all right. Even after the live is over. All right, everybody been good? All right, so here we go. Here we go. Good evening. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth Experience. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth page. This is our once a week meetup together on Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every week, unless for whatever reason, like last week, I was away traveling, visiting, having a good time or whatever. But I always let you guys know when we're not going to be on. So if you don't get any kind of announcement or any post, anything saying that we're not going to be here, just know that we are going to be here. We come here every week and we discuss topics that are relevant to us as adults. Cousin, hey Ryan. We discuss topics that are relevant to us as adults, living in this life and dealing with one another and growing with one another and all of that. So let me start out by saying this, and I say this every week. I say this all the time. I am not a relationship expert. I am not. I'm a black woman in this world, living this life, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. That's who I am. I have had some experiences in life. Hey, sis, I've had some experiences in life. You've had some experiences in life. And with those things coming together, we can help build healthy, happy, lasting, loving relationships together. Okay? Not here to try to change somebody's mind, but kind of trying to put some thoughts in there that may make you look at different things in a different way. Um, our perspective sometimes can be skewed based on our experiences. And that's just what life is. That's just what life is. We live what we know. But sometimes there's a better way or a different way of doing things. And that's what we're here for. So if you have something you want to share and you want to give, hey Rod, please feel free to do that. Because we are here to grow, we are here to build, we are here to rebuild, we are here to nourish and man, all of those things dealing with relationships. So this is the criteria for you to be a part of this family. All right, y'all ready? All right, y'all should know this by heart at this point. Here we go. You have to be single, dating, courting, married, divorced, or widower. That is the criteria for you to be in this family. Now, I guarantee you are one of those. You are one of those, right? You're one of those. Okay. All right. In that category. So, what I love about this family is we have a plethora of different people, different thought processes, different ideas, different experiences. That's what I love. I love that the men, big up to my brothers, big up to the brothers. The men are here and doing it and sending topics and giving thoughts that keep this thing going. Ladies, y'all doing it too. Y'all in the backdrop, and I appreciate it. I love it, but I love that the men are in the lead position where they should be. Where they should be. Hey, Kwame. Um, Men are in the lead position. So they are sending me topics. We are having discussions that lead to great topics. And when y'all look at the post today, the post that I made, I mentioned on there that I will have a guest on with me this evening. This evening. And this topic actually came from this young brother. Now, he didn't say to me, "Hey, I want you to talk about this, so let's talk about this." He didn't say that. We were just having a conversation, and that thing got deep. And I was like, and it hit me in some ways. And I was like, yo, this is a camper conversation topic. This is a camper conversation topic. So I asked him if he would be on with me this evening, because he's the one that got my wheels turning on this, and he obliged. And so, just a few minutes, you guys will be introduced to some, presented to others, and some are going to say, "I know him." And this young man happens to be nephew. My nephew, Diamond Joseph, he happens to be my nephew. And this young brother laid it out to me this week. I went to visit him and his family on last week, part of my spring break. And we was just chopping it up, and he was hitting his auntie left and right, and he didn't even know it. And I'm like, yes, I'm so proud of you, brother. And this is the thing about this family as well. My nephew is in his 20s, give or take. He still listen, when I say the young adults and the older adults are learning from one another here, and that is what this thing is about. That is what this thing is about. The young adults and the older adults are coming together and realizing that I knew I got it wrong. Listen, y'all, I promise y'all I got 50,000 nieces and nephews, but close enough. Nick is 32. Nick is 32. I was actually thinking he was younger than Anik, my sister Anik, and he is, but I was thinking he was more close to Charisma's age. Still, they all in the same room. They all in the same room. Thank you, nephew. I apologize. Nick is 32. But listen, we are all learning from one another. And we have to look at different perspectives and understand that they see things in a different way than we do. But the whole goal is getting to this loving part of life. This loving part of life. That's the whole goal. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna kick off, and then I'm gonna bring Nick on. I'm gonna bring Nick on. We've been talking with this thing, and I hope I do it right. Hey, Jackie. Oh, I hope I do it right. We're gonna get Nick on in just a second. But the topic tonight, when Nick and I were talking, I said, "Ooh, nephew, camper conversation, camper conversation." And the topic tonight is, what are you really waiting for? What are you really waiting for? So I put in the post earlier today. I put in the post that this topic, I want my volume to come up. There it is. This topic is kind of going to be more male dominated. It's a more male dominated topic, right? Um, oh, sorry, there we go. Kind of male heavy, male dominated topic. And the reason I say that, when we get into this, you guys will see it's going to be heavy on the male side. Y'all will understand why. But the topic is, what are you really waiting for? What are you really waiting for? So I'm going to bring Nick on. I'm going to bring Nick on. I'm going to introduce you guys. I'm going to bring him on. He has my beautiful um, niece and nephew with him. Let me get Nick on the screen. Let me get this right, y'all. Nick.
Are we here? We live?
Yeah, you're here, but I'm trying to get you on the screen, nephew.
Okay.
Just selection. Okay, what's going on? I'm trying to get you on the screen. Why is it not?
You so rude.
Hmm. Y'all bear with me for a second. Claudia said, "Hey Nick,
Hey, Claudette.
why is it not letting you on the screen, nephew?" Come on now. We've done this before.
Says on my side, it does say you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Yeah.
Maybe people can let us
It's
know.
saying they can see here, but I'm only seeing. It said they can see it. Are you guys seeing Nick? Are you guys just seeing?
Let me know.
Y'all, y'all let me know. I don't think they're seeing you, nephew. Listen to the front. What is going on? Hey, Kevin.
Why don't you just tell her that?
Nope, y'all aren't seeing Nick.
I said
Are y'all hearing Nick? Can y'all hear Nick?
yes.
Can y'all hear Nick? Let me know if y'all can hear Nick.
Party people in the house tonight.
He says, "Hey Nick."
Y'all can hear Nick. Okay.
Okay.
You can hear him.
Let me make sure.
Hmm. Nick, do you have?
He said yes.
It says
Okay.
video. I'm turning my
Hey, T.
thing on
Cousin
now.
Terry's on. Okay, they can hear you, Nick. You guys, I apologize. Not sure why you all are not seeing him.
It says
Not mama.
disable and re-enable my camera.
Okay, they
Say it's
can
on.
hear. They can hear you, nephew.
Well, I can always wrap it up. That's what we're here to do, anyways, right?
Okay, okay. Look at that trooper. Look at that. Look at that young man. He's like, look, show must go on.
Somebody said, but he's so
I know, man. Now they're gonna. He probably
Yeah, that's Claudia, but he is so he Claudia, you see him with his big. Oh, y'all don't see him, but you know. Man, I hate that.
right. That's why he don't want to be on camera. That's why he look at trying to get a wife as quick as he can. Yes.
All right, y'all. Hey, there she go. Oh, I really hate this, you guys. That
Hi,
you
Aunt
all.
Mama.
Hey, baby love.
It looks clear
Hey,
on my side. I'm good.
trying to get your daddy on camera.
Dad.
Um.
Somebody said, but he's so handsome.
Really quick. I'm gonna.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Okay. Hey, baby. Claudia talking to Kay. Hey, baby. All right, y'all. Again, I apologize. We can't see Nick, but y'all can hear Nick. So we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to keep it rolling. All right. So, again, our topic tonight, what are you really waiting for? I apologize. I have to do something else real quick, really quick. You guys saw the post. Hope you guys saw the announcement. The Real Life Relationship Growth Weekend has been postponed. It has been postponed. I will repost the video giving an explanation why. I love y'all to pieces. But we did not get the registrations in. A lot of people said they wanted to be here, they wanted to register, and it just did not happen. So I'm a little sad, but not dismayed, not too, it still goes on. We still are a loving family. We're still here together. Um, We're still I've just postponed it. So there's a video that I posted to let you guys know, a little bit more in the detail, okay? So the real life relationship growth weekend is not going to be happening. Is is not going to be happening this weekend. We were trying to get. Oh, wait a minute.
We got action.
We got you, but we lost me. Okay, wait. Let's turn this one off. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Mm. Ah. Almost. Almost. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna get started. But yes, the real life relationship growth weekend is postponed, and I keep you guys posted because we're still gonna make that happen. It's just not gonna happen right now. All right. What are you really waiting for? So I went to Texas last week. My nephew and quite a few of my few of my family members live in Texas. Went to Texas last week. Spent a few days for my spring break, and my nephew picked me up from the airport because, like I said, I stayed with him and his lovely little family. Stayed with them, and we were just talking, and I can't even remember exactly what brought us to this side of conversation. What brought us to this side of conversation? Nick, do you remember how we opened up that conversation?
I honestly cannot. You gave me some credit about how you felt about me and the family, and I think we just kind of started opening up about it. Honestly, it's pretty organic.
Yeah, we start open up. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta take a pause. Hey, mommy.
Hey, grandma, me,
My mom is on.
Grandma
Sylvia.
Great in the
Hey,
building.
mommy.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right. My cousin Ryan is on. My sister, my bonus sister, my mom is on. Yo, all is well in the world. All is well in the world. This is a family event. My cousin Terry. Yo, listen. All right. All right, Nick, here we go. So I was telling nephew proud I was of him. Thank you. I was telling him how proud I was of him and watching how he has become this wonderful young man. And if you guys knew him and was able to spend some time or even watch his social media page, it is family heavy. It is family heavy. His son, my little nephew Kane, um, he I mean, he is just one of those fathers who is just so engaged in with his children, and now he has a little one, Miss Rue. Rue is 4 months now,
Yeah.
and you don't see Dominic without seeing his babies. You don't see him without seeing his babies. He coaches his sons everything. Everything he's a part of. He has the coach shirt on and he's there. I had an opportunity to watch this past weekend. Kane, his son, is playing flag football. And Dominic, of course, is the coach. And Dominic is coaching all these little 5, 6 year olds. He's running down the field and he coaching his son and the boys at the same time. And there's some little girls out there, but I don't think they have any momentum. But he has his phone out and he's running and he's recording. And I thought it was so cute. I thought it was so cute. But he does. That's just telling him how proud I was and how he just takes care of his little family. He takes care of his children, right? And we got on the topic of his beautiful fiance, Bria. We got on the topic because without Bria, without Bria, we got on the topic of his fiance. And we as a family watched their relationship just kind of grow. And I remember seeing Bria for the first time on Facebook. And I kept saying, Nick, I kept saying, they are a perfect fit. Like she just compliments him. She compliments him. I remember saying that. And of course, as a family, we talk to each other, whatever. And we have this thing we do every Tuesday morning. It's literally called Tuesday morning, where our family comes together and we have prayer and we just talk and we laugh, and this is bringing us together closer, right? So, everybody, man, she is a perfect fit. Like that works. They just look so good together. They just look so good together. So I asked Nick, kind of paraphrasing, remembering the conversation. I asked Nick, like, how did you know that this lovely little chocolate thing was your one? How did you know that she was the one that she wanted to be with? And I'm not gonna steal his story. I'm gonna let Nick tell y'all. I'm gonna let Nick tell y'all his thoughts um on Miss Bria and how he knew. And we're gonna come up to why the topic is what it is. What are you really waiting for? All right, cousin. I mean nephew. I'm sorry. I got cousins and
That was awesome.
mommies on
Like,
here.
I feel like a
Yeah,
very good
yeah,
person now. I feel that. I mean, they always say that if you can hear your own eulogy, you'll know how good or bad that you were. So I appreciate that.
yeah.
That was all really nice. um, and also, I coach my kids' teams because they don't like the parents yelling from the sideline too much. So I figure I'm just gonna cut out the middleman and try to be the coach. So that's usually how that goes. Um, no, that was awesome, and yeah, no, there were all some really, really, really good, really nice things. And I would probably just start by saying that for a long time, family has always been one of the most important things to me. So when I became lucky enough or blessed enough to become a father, I just knew that that's kind of what would be one of the core values of my life. Like doing everything that I could for my son, making sure I'm always there for my son, pretty much being that number one person there along with with his mom at all times. So doing my best to have a strong relationship was always a strong thing for me as well. And I'm like many people out there. I have my son with a person who I was in a strong relationship with at the time. Things didn't work out as sometimes they do, and we're separate. But one thing that we've always kept intact is a great co-parent relationship. Me and his
Mm,
mom are always on the same point of view when it comes to things of how to raise him and how to move forward and making sure we both have equal time with him and things like that. So that's one of the things I'm really really one of the, like so fortunate to have in my life to have like a strong co-parent to make that process easy, because I know how hard that can be for a lot of people when you maybe have to move on to that next thing, but that part of your life, which is really important, kind of can get in the way. We all know about the baby mama and baby daddy drama. It
mm,
happens. So
mm,
that's probably like really one of the first bases of everything for me is being having a strong family value and being able to can have a peaceful life with in the co-parent department. So probably a good first thing to start with that all with all this. But
mm, mm,
when I did meet Bria, and like I said, I think I'm in a situation that a lot of people are in when you are dating for the second time around. I met her at first when I was 29, almost turning 30, and wasn't I didn't know at that time that I would be starting over and looking for some like a life partner. So
mm,
especially with having Kane and the topic being very sensitive of, not having people in and out of his life and things like that, which was important to both me and his mom.
mm,
Um, I was always definitely in that phase of looking for, it's courting, just dating, having a good time, like we all like to do some, for a period of our life that we feel like we missed out on.
mm,
It's a something phase. I don't want to, we don't got to get into all that, but
mhm,
um, so when we met, everything, of course, we had some type of instant connection and things like that, but we both knew that we came out of something before, so of course you don't want to jump right in. And I think that's one thing that we hit it right out the park, was that we developed like a friendship and relationship first, because it was just like it was cool just to get to know somebody on a personal level. So you had a lot of you learn that you have a lot of the same similarities and same things, same values and things like that. And then from that, you realize, oh, this is someone I could actually see myself with, So that was, a great starting point. I think for us was being able to just say, let's have this good friendship first. Let's hang out. Let's chat. Let's get to know each other. And conversations of exclusivity and this or that, past relationships, all that didn't even come till later. Because that's why would you talk to your buddy about, hey man, what's going on with you and your ex?
Right.
It really wasn't really like that as much. And then, for me specifically, one thing that was kind of the tipping edge for me was finally getting to see her interact with my son. And, that took a while, right? Because, there was boundaries, there was things that, that previously set up. And it wasn't like hey, I know this person for a month or 2 months even, come see my son. It took a while. So by the time I finally saw that, and I told you this story, the first time we met was in this public setting where we were at this gaming place with a lot of other people and other kids and stuff. And I couldn't find Bria. I'm supposed to be on this kind of hangout with her. She's over there with the kids playing on, down at their level for multiple hours. It was strange and awesome at the same time. We're all having drinks and she's, playing beanbag toss with the kids. Uh, but yeah, I mean, fast forward, past all this stuff of like dating and everything like that. And really, really, when I made a transition to a new city where, she left her options open still, wasn't really ready to throw all her eggs in one bucket and just say, hey, I want to go all in with the person, play house right away. You know what I mean? Even that took some time. And that was something I respected too, because I knew at that point, she wasn't just like looking to shack up, just looking to jump in with the next person. She still wanted to have like a growing relationship before, getting into that. So that was another level that, took things there. And, when we get closer to the things talking about potential engagement, I'm looking at the things. I'm like, Bria has already checked every single box that I've ever, had in a person, seen in a person. She's kind, caring, generous, smart, beautiful, everything going for me there. And it had already been over really a year and a half, which for a lot of people, that's really short, right? That's not that much time. But for me, I was like, I felt that everything had already been processed and evaluated with us, where I feel like this was definitely my life partner. And at that point, it wasn't even a question. It was like, how can I get this ring? How can I make sure I get what I feel like is, perfect for us in our situation?
Yeah.
And, how can I move forward? Now that part, that took a little bit longer, right? You getting caught up in your head planning, thinking you're going to rock that perfect proposal, all that extra stuff, want to get that fat ring that's way out of your price range. Getting married or get not to marry, get engaged, thinking you got to have the biggest ring in the store when you don't. And yeah, from there, for me, it was all about, and I would say, honestly, the driving point for me was what is life like without Bria? I think I got a chance to ask myself that question one time. What would your life be moving forward without her? Better, worse, the same? Things like. And every angle I looked at it, my life would be absolutely worse without Bria. Note that nothing would be as brighter. My house wouldn't be as warm.
Wow.
Wouldn't be as good. Just life wouldn't be the same without her. And I think once you can really answer that question, ask that question and answer it wholeheartedly, you know what you do. You know what you got right there. You got the one.
Yeah.
No more time to be playing, because time is something that we never get back.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay, nephew. I'm gonna do this.
A little bit. Hopefully that's a good explanation a little bit. And yeah.
Yes, nephew. So that leads us. Well, we have a comment coming from YouTube. Um, your cousin Ryan said agreed. Your cousin Ryan said agreed. Yes. We have a comment coming from YouTube. So you guys, with Restream, I can see everyone's comments, whether they're on YouTube or Facebook. And you guys are missing this comment, particularly if you're not on YouTube. But Charles says he or she must have that relationship with, oops, screen moving. Hold on. Y'all typing. Yes. All right. Okay. Charles said from YouTube, he or she must have that relationship with child before that relationship moves forward. And that relationship must be genuine. Talking on the part when you were talking about Bria and um how she just clicked with Kane.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I couldn't agree any better. I think that was for sure the biggest like hurdle or obstacle when I thought about dating again. You know, when you already have a kid from a past relationship, and you know, of course, you got to get past the first barrier. When is it comfortable for them to meet? You know, when do you feel like this is a lasting thing that, you know, you can bring around your child? Because I think that's really important. Now, no matter who you are, man or woman, I do not think it's a good thing for you to be bringing multiple partners around your kid. You can have life and have your parenting life separate. It can be difficult and you're gonna miss out on a lot of things for sure. But you know, when you really obviously when you're in that right situation, you're the time will be there for sure, without a doubt. And I know everyone has their own situation on that, so I won't speak broadly, but yeah, I agree. The relationship with the kid is most important. I think I that was kind of like the first level test, you know, how she had to go through Kane first, you know, kind of what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I know
yeah,
that we're the ones in a relationship, but that relationship has to be there, or else it'll never work, never.
yeah. So important. And I can remember, man, time. There's nothing new under the sun. I always say that. I can remember because our parents, grandmommy and grandpa Joseph were divorced when we were young. But what I can say about my mother, as bad as she was, because if y'all see a picture of Sylvia back then, she was fine with four of us. Um, we never saw the guys that she was dating. We never saw the man that she married to for over 30 some years now. That's the one we saw. That's the one we saw. And when she did bring him
Mhm.
in, um, the decisions were being made for them to be together, be married, and and to make sure that we were good with that. To make sure we were good with that, he
Donna,
brought, that's what he about.
why'd I find out about my mom? And I learned this from my mom for sure, that you know, to keep that life separate for sure. But I found
Oh,
out
there
her.
it is. Sorry.
Hey, every day.
Y'all listen, I'm sorry. Take a pause. I'm not gonna lie. I've been texting my boy King
Trying to figure this mess out.
because he's the one that turned me on to Restream. King, thank you so much, babe. I love you. I've been texting him like, what do I do? So he got us on, y'all. King, I appreciate you, babe. I'm gonna call you later. Okay, go ahead.
We got action. I to adding on to that point, because my mom kind of trailblazed that, you know, that behavior for me, you know, in her day life. And my, you know, I have a stepdad that she was with for a long time, and I remember early years of him, you know, coming over in the morning, saying hello, bringing breakfast and stuff like that. Why'd I find out this man just walking outside and then coming back to the door and stuff like that? She had us all fooled.
Right. Right. Because that was crucial. That was crucial. And
Mhm.
our parents knew that. They knew the importance of not, like you said, the revolving door, um, of men or women in your children's lives. But that's an excellent point. That's not even what we were going to talk about tonight. But look, I'll take it because there she go, the big girl. Okay, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you for that, nephew.
Mhm.
So, as y'all notice, Nick said so many things that led him into knowing that Bria was the one. Like Brie was the one, that she was the one. Your cousin Ryan, like I said, my other cousin, my cousin, younger cousin, he agreed because Ryan found his one as well. And Ryan, we went to Ryan's wedding last year. Claudette said, when Uncle Paul and I got together, I knew, and God and I went to work. Charles from YouTube said he's 100% accurate in what he's saying. Um,
Charles,
thank
you're and a scholar. Thank you, sir.
yeah, yeah. So this brings us to the point of topic. This brings us to the point of topic. What are you really waiting for? And like I said, this is gearing more towards the men because we see videos and we see people and look, your preference is your preference. But I refuse to get on my knee for and ask a man to marry me. I believe when a man finds a wife, I believe that's me. We all differences of opinion and experiences, and that's okay. But this is just what I'm saying. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. And when a man finds a wife, so let's get into this part of it. Brothers, what are you really waiting for? The thing that stood out to me in that conversation with my nephew, I said something to the effect of, you know, men meet women, they meet somebody, they're feeling them, they see that they're, someone beautiful for them, and Nick said the thing, she was checking all his boxes. Um, he knew he felt complete with this young lady. And the thought was, why should I let her go? What am I wasting time for? That brother went and started picking out rings. He's got the ring and he jumped right on it. He jumped right on it. So we started talking about why men delay, why they wait, why they allow someone so perfect and so great for them to walk away,
Just fumbling the bag.
all in the bag. Why? What are you really waiting for, sir? What are you really waiting for? So let's see. Claudia says, I have no problem with a woman knowing what she wants and asks for it, including marriage, if she is confident in her relationship. Okay.
I, I am so inclusive on Claudette, and I agree. And I am, I will march with women every day, all day, and everything that any woman will that says that it is about advancing or elevating or changing the stigma. I am 100% there. Except for a woman getting down on her knee and proposing to a man. That is the most cringe-worthy thing that can be done. I mean, if I were to see it in real life, I probably could die happy because that is wild to me. If he don't want to marry you, then just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that is one thing where, as like Aunt Cleta says, a woman can have the choice to say, like, I want to be the one to advance this relationship. You drop hints, you know what I'm saying? Be point, not even
Right,
that, point blank about it. Say we either get married or we not. Don't go
right,
out and don't do it in public at that too. Try to put it on, get it on camera. Oh man, it is
right.
bad. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry,
Right.
lady. Look
But yeah,
at
Tony said yes, like for about 5 minutes. But catch what he's saying, sis. We get it. We as women, we can let the brother know how we feel,
that.
what we want, um, and all of those things. I got you, mommy. I'm gonna come back to your comment. Um, I just think I don't know if this is cultural. This is just how we would. But I don't know of any other cultures that do this. I really don't. I honestly don't know of any other cultures that the women ask the men to marry them. If y'all know of any, school us, school me, please put it in the chat. I love to I love to learn. But I can do all things. I can help pay the bills. I can do this. I can do that. But I'm not going to take away from the jump what I think and feel is initially something that a man will want to do as the leader to ask a woman to be his wife. Listen, like he said, we can drop some hints, we can have some conversations, but just me personally, I can't see doing it. I can't see doing it. And that's not saying that I'm not going to let him know that I would love to be his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not getting on one knee to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just be upfront. That's all you got to do, and that'll be your one knee answer right there. Like you don't gotta embarrass yourself. They'll do it.
There, there you go. Mommy said, y'all, my mother's name is Sylvia McBride. She's on tonight. Mommy said, McBride and I, she calls my dad by his last name. McBride and I was all was also we were friends before we started. Y'all, let me tell y'all a quick story, which is so funny about this. My bonus dad, she's talking about McBride. Dang, Kwame, you wrote a book. I gotta read that. Okay, Kwame, I read it. My bonus dad, my daddy, used to babysit us. When my mom used to go and hang out. Like they were friends. She's not lying on that. They were friends. Like we can remember a time when he came over and he kept us and they hey Kane, they were friends, but she's right. They were friends and we knew him. We knew who he was because that friendship just was so tight and it grew so much. And again, like I said, mommy, how long y'all been married? Like 100 years? So they old. All right. So Kwame says, as a counselor, I have had clients that were either afraid of commitment or just do not want to be tied down. As for me personally, I am waiting to work. I am waiting to work only personal goals, but I am not dating, wasting a woman's time while I know I'm not ready to date intentionally. Now, if it comes or I meet a woman that makes me feel differently, I will work on my goals while intentionally dating. I like that. You can't work on your goals by intentionally dating.
I, I agree. I agreed with that all the way for sure. But I did find it interesting how if the right woman comes along, then oh yeah, we could work on these goals while dating. It's all good. It ain't no problem. But if it's if it's a bunch of this or that, then nah, go sis, can't do it.
Yeah,
All right.
can't
That's
do
great,
it. Can't
great,
do it.
great
Yeah,
point.
can't do it. He also said, Claudette, I completely agree with you. To me, it is not a big deal for anyone to ask for what they want. You ask for time, money, energy, and everything else. Why not ask for marriage, which is essentially the same thing, just in a different manner? Okay, Kwame, I can. Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. This is why we talk about stuff
Mhm.
because perspectives, different people's perspectives can kind of put a little, okay, still not getting on one knee though.
Hey, that is a great to each their own statement right there for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And I those are all that's a funny thing. We share everything, this that. I'll tell you anything in the world, but maybe the one thing I won't do is propose to you, which like I said, for me, it's very cringeworthy. But there might be a man out there just waiting for that woman to drop to one knee. But being a
yeah,
man, knowing men, if it goes that long, and a lot of times those proposals come with those 10-year relationships, you know what I mean? 10 plus years, and then I think she gets sick of waiting, right? And then she like, I'm just gonna do it myself. And those are the bold women. I give them props for sure for being bold.
yeah. I'm bold, but I don't know. Again, Claudia, she said, "Why not get on one knee?" I don't know. I'm a woman that loves. I think chivalry is not dead. To me, I think that's a part of that. Like I want to be wooed in that way. Like I don't know. I don't know. Again, it just could be the way I look at things, and just could be societal. The way society lays things out. It could be, but that's just my personal preference. That's my personal preference. Kwame said, now I think it's stupid for him to wait for her to ask, but if she's ready and wants it and feels they are ready, then yeah, fine.
I,
Claudette said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I got a question for you, Kwame, now, and we can continue, and I'll wait for your response in the comments. you out with the family. You know, you with your girl. You've been with her for 2 or 3 years. Things are going great. You out there with the people. You notice there's a few more people there than usual that normally come out. You know, your mom, dad, you know, whoever. All the people came out, and then she look over at you and drop down and one knee in front of your squad. Your boys are there. Your brother, if you got a brother, all them there. She dropped down to one knee, and you giving her the big yes. You cry. You giving her a couple tears. That everything is that's like good as right. I would love to know. And if you say that would be awesome, then I'll leave it. I got
Kwame, that question was for you.
I got to know it.
You rolling deep with the family, and she drop on one knee, Kwame. He just wondered what would your response be? You know, and your response is your response. What would your response? Book for him to respond.
Um, it's get a little facetious. I was joking a little bit, but
okay.
that scenario.
Yeah. Okay, we got some responses on this. Okay, before I kind of slide away from it. Let's see. Claudette said, so it's about what other people think. I'm assuming that's a question, the way she laid it out. So it's about what other people think. I don't think that's about what other people think. That's not what I'm saying. And I don't think that's what Nick is saying. As a whole, not necessarily about what other people think. I can really care less what other people think. That's a me thing on my answer. What you think? What you say, Nick?
Yeah, no, I brought up all the family members because, yeah, I mean, it does sound like kind of an embarrassing scene. Usually, every time I see that on the social media, that's usually the general outtake, that the man gets a little emasculated by that. But like you said, it's a societal concept, and we're moving on.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Say that again. The man gets a little what?
Man gets a little emasculated, a little embarrassed.
Okay, that's what.
She dropped it, but that's probably depending on how someone feels. But yeah. I'll just say, maybe to put a heel to that. Obviously, if you're in that traditional courting relationship, and if you feel like it's you need to push it to the next level and be the one to ask, go ahead and ask. Let's get it. And I wish I knew the statistic on marriages that lasted where the women proposed. It might be higher.
Yeah. It might be. So King said, if that's my lady, I'll say yes. Okay.
I heard that.
King said, if that's my lady.
I applauded that one for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kwame said, I don't mind her asking. She doesn't have to drop down to one knee. Mm-hmm. And if she does, and we are there in the relationship, absolutely yes. Absolutely. Let me say this to that. When I say drop to one knee, that's a figurative thing, because that's usually what we see. The man goes down on one knee, he asks the woman to marry him, right? Asks the woman to marry him. So, I'm gonna take this a little left for a second. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. When a man finds a wife. For those of you all, because we have different beliefs, and that is okay. For those of you all who believe the word of God coming from the biblical sense, let's try to explain it. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. All right, I'm gonna leave that there for a second. Let's see the definition. Where are we? Let me find where I am, y'all. I don't mind her asking. Okay. Then we have Charles from YouTube. A man getting on one knee is the ultimate sign that he wants to be with you. I understand that this particular generation will have the woman propose, but I'm old school. I believe it's a man's role to take the lead and ask her hand in marriage. Okay. That's what Charles said. Claudia said he said his boys. The definition is Kwame. The definition of chivalry is the combination of qualities expected of an ideal knight, especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and a readiness to help the weak. Do you really want to refer to women as weak? This is the actual definition from Google. Okay, so the definition from Google, I get it. I get that's the definition from Google. So let me say this for me personally, referring to me as weak as a woman, when it comes to the difference is the man as the lead, the man as the head. I'm weaker than my man. I have no problem with being in a weaker stance than my man. To me, that kind of comes in with my submission to him. To being a weaker, it does not say, I'm not saying that I require, because I'm so weak, that he has to just take over and I'm sitting back like, oh, I don't know what to do. And there's a partnership with that. But chivalry to me, we're talking about the things of opening doors, um, just the things of making me feel like a woman, making me feel like a lady in that aspect of it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying personally. But the definition you just dropped, Kwame, the ideal knight, courage, honor, courtesy. Listen, protect me. Like,
Hey.
take these bills and let's
Who,
listen.
look, who gonna go downstairs when some go bump in the night?
When some go bump in the night, the night, baby. Did you hear that? Somebody upstairs. You doggone right. I'm weak. Look, I'm weak. Look, you got the
I,
gun
I,
here.
I think a great point to add on to that though would be that I mean I know great points made for sure. Like women are finally getting the respect they deserve to really be able to have the right to choose, to right to open their voice and say this is what I want in a relationship and this is how I want to be treated and things like that. When we all know historically it hasn't always been that way, right? Even in the historical times that some of us might refer to as like old school, the good old days and things like that. So I still do think though at a base and we're not that many generations removed from that and where we still have been taught the proper way to treat a woman when courting and even women to even not the toxic level but to the level of the best way to take care of your family, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Women are taught that in a sense of courting. So I think in a sense that is what we are still looking for in a sense, as much as women are out earning men and things like that these days, a woman still definitely wants a man that can provide and protect, right? They want someone that can at the very least meet them halfway and match their energy. If not,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was supposed to raise my hand. My bad.
lift the bird off for sure. So and then speaking from a man, we crave that feminine energy. You know what I mean? We crave those things that we feel where we're being appreciated and we feel like we're being rewarded for a day of hard work and things like that. And men enjoy and love being taken care of. That's a natural sense that we have. Anyone in the comments, have you ever had a sick boyfriend or husband or anything like that? We are pathetic. There's no consoling us. You know what I mean? That's when we get down to our base level. You know what I mean? And no matter what, I think on the outside of how far we've come, I still think that's a core of what we seek when we're really looking for our partner. Women still want a man that can protect, provide, help. You know what I mean?
Better teach,
A woman
nephew.
can can make the home make the home.
Yes, sir.
That is not to say that.
Uh-oh. We got cut off, Nick. Can y'all? I can't hear him.
Because I have to talk to my friends all the time. There is a phone call came through, interrupted everything. I'm back.
Okay, okay.
No.
Let's let him get back on track, y'all. Let him get back on track. Okay. I'm going to. I don't think we can hear him. This is the boys. You there, Nick?
I can hear you if you can hear me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you, but your screen is frozen. But
Reconnect.
hey, you guys type in the chat for me if Nick is clear on you guys on you all side. Okay, I lost him. Hopefully he'll come back in and I can add him back in. Let's get some of the. Let's see. All right, there he is. Still a little frozen, nephew. All right. Okay. All right, let me read some of the comments. Nick was on a roll, y'all. He ain't come to play. Okay, so Kwame was saying women are strong in everything. She can ask for what she wants, like anything. Jerome said, hey, Jerome. Jerome said, when it's real, the man will do what he needs to do. My mom said 43 years. Claudia said, I just looked it up. More women are asking in 2023. 5% of heterosexual women propose marriage to their partner. Kwame saying, you also have to remember the historical context of the Bible. Also, a woman can give the ultimate sign of wanting to spend her life with him. I don't have a I'm not saying that a woman can't give her signs of wanting. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying that there can't be discussions and allowing and letting him know that's what she wants. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying the full act of proposing is not for me. It's not something that I would do. You guys, I don't know what happened to Nick here. He's like completely his connection is gone. Okay. Um Claudia said main reason the stigma surrounding the woman asking. Um whoever has the we both having guns. Whoever has he said whoever they go bump in the night. Whoever has the gun, just shoot. I'm with you on that, Kwame. We both gonna have. We both gonna have. Kwame said also, if your masculinity and manhood are in jeopardy because she asked you to marry her, you might want to look into that. And just because she asked does not mean you can or won't be expected or looked for safety and security. Mike said, hey, Mike, y'all better start using them grocery store rules. There's an expiration date and a used by date. Some of y'all way past y'all fresh date thinking that you won't expire. The clock is ticking. Let's see, we got Nick back. You back?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Big technical difficulties.
Yeah.
One
Glad you
phone
made
call
it
messed up
back.
a whole laptop.
Okay. Okay. So I'm catching up on some of these comments. Let's see. Um, there you much coming in as you were talking. And you may have to go back and kind of read those because again, you guys, these videos are going to be posted, and you can always, give your comment later on, and we'll come back and read. So Nick, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna it's gonna be posted, or it's live now. So when you get a chance, go ahead and read some of those comments and kind of you can respond. Furthermore, what we are describing sounds like women being inferior to men. Nah, I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way.
Not as much as that, but I think one thing that people do forget is that we do have skills. We all are possessed with a certain skill, and I think inherently men do possess one skill and women possess another. And I think obviously those blend, right? They both got to come together and meet each other. And I think before I got cut off, one thing I was trying to say is I always emphasize and have this kind of debate with my friends about kind of like the 50-50 rule, right?
Mm.
What things people should both be doing to really come together. And I know it's probably like a common thing people say in weddings and for ceremonies and stuff that you don't meet 50-50. You bring 100 to make 200.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like you both
Yeah.
bring everything together to make the ultimate relationship that you can, for sure. So I don't think I think that there are things that I'm better at than my partner at doing to make our relationship stronger. And I think there's even a lot more things that she's better at than me to keep our relationship strong. So it's not that one's more than the other, one's more valuable. I would actually argue women are highly more valuable, right? Because we ain't getting one of these without y'all. I would always say that women need protection for that reason alone. But yeah, I think just both need to bring it to the table.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, just a real shout out real quick. Mommy and Daddy Mike is saying hello. Yeah, Mike Davis is my brother from another mother. That's another uncle y'all have Nick. Yeah, we kind of grew up together. He was actually your dad and Uncle Llewellyn's best friend.
Oh, word, was he in the breakdance crew too?
Yeah, yeah. Mike was there. Mike was there. Mike was in it. Mike was in it. But yeah, so topic, y'all. What are you really waiting for? So, brothers, when you find that one, when you see that everything, and let's say this, there is no perfect person. Like you're not going to find everything you need in one person. That's where your completeness comes for yourself. You got to have that. Look, Nick could not have known that of Bria if he didn't know that of himself, because he had to know what he had, what completed him, what he could bring to the table to add this woman. And that's what I was saying to him. Like, she complements and completes you. When you complete something, it means it already has components to it.
Mhm.
It already has components to it. When you bring something else in, oh, okay, that's a whole. That's a whole. So that's what happens. So Kwame made a good point a little bit earlier, and you guys, Kwame is a counselor. Kwame made a good point. He said within his chapter book that he typed that I had to read.
Call me be typing. He know what he talking about.
Kwame, man, Kwame, what's that TikTok where they be going? When you argue with, we got to make that one of those of Kwame. Let me try to go back to this because he said, okay, either they're afraid of commitment or just don't want to be tied down.
Mhm.
Afraid of commitment or don't want to be tied down. And another thing he said that brought out a good point: don't waste people's time. If, brother, you know that you are afraid of commitment, if you know that, and you know that you just don't want to be tied down, even more so, you just don't want to be tied down, find somebody. There are women out there
Yeah.
who have the same thought process as you do. Match up with her. Go read her profile and look at the one that says, not looking for anything deep. Don't really want, just looking to enjoy myself and have a good time. Find that one if that's what you want to do. Because, you know, people tend to waste so much time and other people's time because of selfishness. That's a selfish way of thinking. Like, I know I really don't want to be with her. I know she's really not the one, but you find excuses and reasons to keep her around. Um, and if you're afraid of commitment, but you want to be with somebody, here we go, y'all. Y'all know, ding, ding, ding. Counseling will answer those questions for you, but you have to be honest and open and say, you know what? I'm going to sit down, I'm going to lay on this couch, and I'm going to spill it all. So someone who is educated in that way can help me try to decipher what's going on, because I do want, there are people that do want to be in relationships, but fear blocks them. Fear keeps it from happening. But be man enough to leave her alone if
Mhm.
that's not what you want.
Yeah, I think that's like a fear that people have, even like when they string someone on long enough, they be afraid to cut that tie, and some people like just using folk, and they just like using what they can get out of them or for as long as they can. But honestly, some people will say, I don't know why I'm keeping her around. I don't know why I'm keeping him around. I just
Yeah,
I just am. It's comfortable, it's familiar.
I'm comfortable.
I don't,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't get it. I
Yeah.
can't see the name of the comments, but who's the Facebook user that talked about all the real men wanting? Or the
Oh, this is Kwame. I was just getting ready to read it, nephew. Here we go. Here we go. That's our boy Kwame now.
he's dropping facts for sure. I mean, there's pee in the dating pool, right? Like there is so much
Mm. Oh
bad
my
dating out here.
God.
It's not just I'm not gonna just go in on men or nothing like that. It's men
Yeah.
and women alike. Folks out here really we're in that. I think one of the big things to get to is social media, right? We're in the age of options and choices and being able to see everything.
Ooh.
Even if that thing ain't for you, you can see it and get it in your mind that there's something else, out there or what have you. So I think that has a lot to do with it. And yeah, I think people are really stuck in this continuous loop of date, rinse, repeat. You know what I mean? Start
Mm.
over. I like when I talk to friends and people always say,
Mm.
friends, one of the things we always talk about you hate the most is I hate that get to know you phase. I hate that. Oh, what's your favorite? What's your favorite is? Where you from? Where you at? Because it's,
Right.
do it over and over and over again.
Over and over. Yeah.
I think I
Yes.
think that's a lot of the case for especially in the in the youth phase right now. Not people aren't really looking dating with intention. You know what I mean? They're dating just to be dating. They're dating to get something out of it. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that's a big problem with it.
Yep. Yep. You're right. There is P.
In the dating pool.
Something. It's something in the dating pool. Um, Kwame said, I wonder, are the real men waiting? Or is it the little boys that are out here just dating and dating and sex that we hear so much that give the rest of us a bad name? Who, Kwame? Yeah. I am asking because I haven't done the research, but I would not be surprised if it is not a real majority of men, but rather the few little boys trying to prove their manhood by trying to have his cake and eating it too.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yes. Kwame also said, I can't wait to be in a relationship, but I want to just get and do certain things to better make me the best partner for her.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a great way to
Oh,
look at it for sure. That's
yeah,
great.
it is. My girl Vanessa. Hey, V. What's up, girl? Vanessa said, I don't know if it is because I'm not desperate for a relationship, but 90% of dates I go on are great. Okay. Okay. And I honestly have to say, Vanessa, I can agree with you on the I haven't really had a bad date. Like, you know, like somebody just acting stupid or foolish or whatever. Now I've been ghosted. I've been ghosted. Um and when I thought it was something more, I thought it was going towards somewhere. But for me, just my belief and just how I am, y'all. For me, if he ghosts me, thank you. Because it let me know right off the
Give me
jump.
a lot of time.
Yeah, man, please, thank you.
Some
I
people
let him
find honor in
know.
ghosting in some way.
Huh?
So some people find honor in ghosting. They
Yeah,
say, well, I'm just gonna shut this down now with no
yep,
explanation.
yeah, yeah. Some people do find honor in ghosting. Yeah, I've never heard it put that way, but that was good. That was good. Some people do find honor in ghosting. Let me just walk away and yeah, me personally, I think we should have a little conversation. That to me, that is common courtesy. That's just common courtesy. Vanessa, okay, Kwame, Vanessa and Donna That is probably your experience because you are already selective with the request you accept. Say that true, brother.
Got you. You can't be out here willy nilly.
Not with just anybody. Right. Man, please. 'Cause, man, there have been some no's. There have been some hell no's. There have been some, are you serious? No, no. Vanessa said exactly. I don't mind the ghost, especially if it's early stages. Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. I don't, especially if it's the early stages. Yeah, because we hadn't connected really in any type of way. We hadn't connected in any type of way. It's 9/11. Nephew, what did I tell you earlier?
Yeah. Sometimes they just go. That's a
We
good
talked about time. We talked about time. Sometimes it don't even matter. We just go. We just go. But topic, what are you really waiting for? So I say this to anyone who wants to move toward a deeper relationship with someone, a deeper relationship, even going to the point of talking, we're talking about the men making the decision to say, hey, I want you to be my wife. I want you to be my wife. Um, to each his own. She said, "Oh, the baby." To each his own. Know what you want and move with intention toward that. But just know when we wait too long and drag our feet, we may miss out. This topic was talking about just that. Brothers, when you meet her, you see her, you know it. Don't let her, don't lose her to somebody else. Don't lose her to somebody else. Because your pride is not going to say it, but your heart is saying it. Your heart is saying it. And Nick said it earlier, he pointed on it. There's so many options. There's so many options. But just understanding all these options for those who do online dating, you just swiping left, swiping right, swiping left, swiping right, swiping left, swiping right, right? There are so many options. And I'm not gonna lie, I did the online dating thing hesitantly. And it lasted for about 3 days. Because you get on there, and I was having this discussion with a friend of mine just yesterday. You wake up in the morning and there's like 99 plus likes you. 99 plus. It, for one, it's overwhelming. For two, everybody ain't honest. This is not real. This is like reality show. This is not 99 plus people. What? That's not real. But there's so many options and selections and all of that out there that we lose the reality that there is there is someone out there for you to connect with and connect to if that's what you want. But when you have all these options and you're looking at all of this and you're looking at all of this, you kind of lose sight of reality and what's real and you miss out. We don't want to miss out on true love, growth, and a healthy relationship. I commend my nephew, my cousin Ryan. These are the newlyweds of the family, and even though Nick and Bria aren't married yet, we going to that wedding in June.
July 29th, baby.
July 20, July 29th. We will be there July 29th at that wedding. Kwame said those are not real options. They are not. They're not real options. Vanessa said, I'm not waiting. Get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. Kwame said, I have yet to swipe right once. Dog. Dang. Kwame ain't swipe right. Whoa. But like you said, Kwame,
Mommy
they're not
selective.
real options.
You're real
Yeah.
selective.
People are going to bring their representative to the table. They're going to bring their representative. And some people aren't. But some people will be honest with you. But it's not. Man, it's a lot. And I'm not stressing myself out. I just cannot. What God has for me is for me. And I'm just gonna be ready for it. Kwame said, I am very selective. Donna already knows. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Mike said, until you find what you want in a relationship, don't settle. That's right. And
Point.
that's the other side of it. What are you really waiting for? Don't settle. If you feel like it's not there and it's not real and it's not what you want, then move on. Don't settle just to have somebody. All right, nephew. You got any closing comments?
That's a really great point, and yeah, to not settle. I think we focus on things like our career goals. Y'all gonna hear Ruth sing a lot. That's why I've been on mute. So
Oh, baby, I'm
we
talking.
focus and we manifest and we write down things like our career goals and stuff like that. I think it's a good thing to do for the person that you're seeking to. If you
Mm.
believe in writing things for them to come into existence and things like that, and just speaking good things into existence and things, and those are things you should really think about and what you're looking for with a partner. Like, right, you don't want to settle, right? But what are you not settling for, right? What are you creating an imaginary person in your head that you might never find, or are you really creating goals for yourself and what you see in your significant other? So
I like
I think that's
that.
the thing, to do the work on yourself, right? To say, what are my strengths? What am I good at? What is my best strengths that I'm gonna bring to the table? And honestly, what are my weaknesses? What are things that I need to work on about myself? And what are ways that my partner can help me? And write those things down and find that out about yourself. And I guarantee you, the women will start narrowing down. It's like the more you really add into that pot of what am I looking for in a partner, you get more and more tunnel vision. Then
Tunnel
you
vision.
you just find the one just like that. And
Yeah.
it's not a perfect science. It ain't. I'm very lucky, very blessed, and a lot of things went right for me for this to happen. But I do believe that I put in the effort and I put in the work to find a partner. Me and Bree actually, we found out we both in journals, we both wrote things that we were looking for in a partner and found those exact things within each other. She specifically wrote like things that were like about me and the things that like I was doing and things like that. And here I go, just popping up. The only thing that I will say, be honest, that had written down, can reach tall things for me. And yeah, I know. All right, but we don't get everything right. It ain't about being
It ain't perfect.
not
It's not
to get
perfect.
perfect, right?
It can't reach tall things
We-
for
I,
me.
I seen her written it. I saw it written down. I said, "Who's this? Who's this dude? Because reaching tall stuff for you." She said, "I didn't get everything on the list, but I got just about it. I got most of it."
Hilarious. Hilarious. I love it. I love it. Yeah, let me get this. Michelle said, my husband presently waited for me. I just know that what God has for you, no man cannot take away. My history is long, but God knows what's best. I don't settle for foolishness, though. Peace and love, Mike. Peace and love, brother. Claudia said, I manifested my relationship with my husband, and he came along 24 years now. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. This was great. This was great. This little Rubu. Hey, Rubu. Hey, Auntie Baby.
When it's close to bedtime, she gets real songy. So she
Uh-huh. She starts singing.
just
Yeah. Yeah. So I love you guys. This was great. Look, I want to show y'all. Listen, this is what y'all missed this weekend. I had shirts made and everything. But that's all right. If you guys would like a shirt, I have got it and got the black with the gold print, and then we got the original that came out. The original that came. So if you guys would like a shirt, let me know. They are $20. I can definitely ship one to you if you'd like. Just let me know. So, guys, y'all have a good night. Keep sending your topics. I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much, Nick and the family. I appreciate you guys being
thank
on tonight. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Nick was like, well, we talked about how long we were going to be on. And he was like, I probably won't stay on the whole time, depending. I slick. The flow goes, goes. I'm sorry. Michelle, yes. I still want my shirt, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I got you, Michelle. Um, Mommy said, Sylvia said, hi, my son, one more time, married for 43 years. Also keep God there. That's right. Mommy and daddy have been married 43 years. She said, keep God in the center. Keep him there. All right. Good night, y'all. Rue gotta go to bed. Y'all just gonna keep going. Rue gotta go to bed.
Thank you for having us on, Dad. Hey, let me know when you want me on again. This is a good time.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. We gotta bring the missus on.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, she's out, having a little girls' night. So you see me on Daddy duty,
Yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. My nephew. Love
For
you,
sure.
love you, love you.
Love you. Talk to you later.
All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, y'all. So y'all have a great night. Thanks for being on. We went a little long, but hey, that's all right. Love it, love it, love it. This is necessary. This is necessary. We want healthy, growing, lasting relationships. And brothers, when you find her, when you meet her, when you see her, when you know her, don't waste time. What are you waiting for? Good night.